There's something you should know about carnivore. And in this video, I'm going to share with you something fascinating, maybe even a little bit unsettling, about what happens when humans finally eat the correct way. By the end, you'll understand that carnivore isn't just a diet, it's the way humans were designed to thrive. I call this a carnivore insight. When you first come to carnivore, it's going to be rough. You have to give up bread, pasta, snacks, sweets, all the things you've grown to love, the comfort foods you've eaten your entire life. And even though giving them up is good for you, the first couple of weeks when you get rid of them is going to be pretty rough. You're going to go through withdrawal, and your digestion's probably going to feel off for a few weeks as your body adjusts to fat being your primary fuel source. Some people ease into carnivore by going keto first, minimizing the amount of carbohydrate you're eating to about 20 grams a day and limiting that to leafy greens. Whether you go cold turkey or you start transitioning in and eventually go into carnivore through keto, the goal is the same. It's to get your body fat adapted. And once that happens, something incredible begins. The first thing you'll notice is weight loss or body recomposition. You'll notice the numbers going down on the scale, or you'll notice a difference when you're looking in the mirror. And that's because you're losing water and the inflammation's disappearing from your body. The longer you've been on carnivore, the more you'll start to realize your body slows down that weight loss as it gets to an optimum level. I've seen this myself as my body gets to a weight that's comfortable for me, and fluctuation-wise, it's only 200, 300 grams a day. It's almost like your body knows exactly where it needs to be. The other thing you'll probably notice early on is that your sleep improves and your energy levels go up. There's nothing quite as strange as waking up groggy every morning of your life and suddenly waking up with this feeling of, I've got energy, I'm ready to take on the day. And it's around this point that the insights start rolling in. What are carnivore insights? It's a sudden realization your body gives you where everything just suddenly clicks and feels right. It can happen anywhere, in the shower, walking outside, having dinner, doing the dishes, sitting at work, and it usually happens like this. Wait, my arthritis is gone. That pain isn't there anymore. When was the last time I had a migraine? And one of the ones that happened to me was, when was the last time I farted? At first it seems small, and then you start noticing more things. And then you realize, this is life-changing. And the longer you stick with carnivore, the more insights you're going to collect. It's like your body is finally running clean. It can do the repair that it needs to. And it's sending you a message. We're all good in here. Here's an example from me. There was one night I stayed up late, replying to YouTube comments and trying to get through my emails. I didn't get to bed till about 1:15 in the morning, and the alarm went off at 5 o'clock. I usually do okay on 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but less than 4. That's brutal. But amazingly, I can spring out of bed. Now, I've had days like this before, where I was on site training a client all day and then had to travel a couple of hours to get home, wake up really early the next morning, travel really far to a different client, and get started again. And I felt wrecked. And those times, the first few hours of the day, I always walked around like I had a hangover. My head was foggy, I didn't really know what was going on, and it took me a really long time to get into the swing of the day. Now, on less than 4 hours sleep, I could still get up and feel good and have energy. Now, I don't recommend getting that little sleep, and I did sleep very, very well the next night, but I think this really speaks to the quality of the sleep you're getting on carnivore. One of the other examples I hear a lot from people that I interview is they're doing really well on carnivore. They feel great, they're losing weight, they've got more energy, all their joint pains and all these other things are improving. Then they go to an event. Maybe it's a family birthday party, maybe it's some function for work. And in that moment, they feel compelled to partake in something that they haven't eaten for a very long time. Maybe it's some birthday cake, maybe it's a sip of wine. And the feedback you get from your body is instant. Often people notice things as soon as they wake up the next morning. It could be pain, it could be grogginess, but these are carnivore insights. And everyone gets these feelings all the time. They just don't notice them because these feelings are constant, because the average person is filling their body up with these poisons constantly. So it's very difficult to differentiate between what is your baseline and what is a bad feeling. You'll often hear people say things like, I've always had joint pain, I've always had back pain. It's just something I've got used to living with. These insights are amazing, but they're also scary because they make you realize how out of tune the average person is with their body. Most people are living in that constant fog of inflammation, ignoring all the warning signs because they can't differentiate them. Carnivore removes the noise and your body can finally speak clearly. And I think this is definitive proof that carnivore is the way that we were meant to eat. But then there's the critic's favorite rebuttal. And of course, you know what the anti-carnivore people are going to say. You're just feeling better because you cut out the junk food. So, okay, let's talk about that. If it was just about cutting out junk food, then whole food vegan or vegetarian diets would give you the same results, right? But here's the reality. Most vegans don't stay vegan. Many vegans experience declining health over time. And some of the healthiest ex-vegans I've interviewed are carnivore. I'm yet to find a carnivore that went vegan.
I haven't had a veggie in 7 months. I've had 20 years with the most magnificent. If you look at my Instagram and my YouTube and the food is pretty and it was like my identity. And all of a sudden I couldn't eat vegetables. I have chills. I could not eat a vegetable. And I was like, I guess we had our day, the veggies and me.
And this is more proof why humans should be eating an animal products diet. We need the bioavailable nutrients from meat. And we need to avoid those plant toxins. And the proof is in the pudding. Vegans with declining health go carnivore and they start to thrive. So, yes, cutting out junk helps. Cutting out alcohol helps. But it's the meat that transforms lives. And if you really want to see your body thrive, carnivore isn't just a dietary option. It's the blueprint for human health. And if you want to discover how we got here, check out this video next.